my name's Katarina and this is Katarinaverse, and this is my first ever speed build and I hope you like it. This main room is the main attraction of the house, and now I'm designing the shell. And the middle room's the child's room. This room is the laundry and bathroom. Now the extreme left room, this room here, is the parents' room, which I expand later on in the video and get rid of that little hallway I just put in. This rectangle is the main living area. I'm creating the kitchen here. I use the island living kitchen counters, and here I'm putting in the parenthood oven and jungle adventure fridge. So like I said before, I'm putting in the base game stools and sink, and also what I'm deciding on the wall brick color. I end up using Snow Escape wallpaper, putting in some lighting to see how it looks, moving the camera really fast, end up changing the spot of the dining room. I expand the area a little bit. I use seasons for most of the dining room. Like these chairs, I end up changing to this nice rosewood kind of color. I don't know. And I decorate the table with this snowy snow globe and I don't know what those called, holly flowers or whatever you call them, holly, I don't know. Now we're onto the living room. For the couch, I end up using Snow Escape couches and connecting them into like an L-shaped type of couch. Also using, as you will see, the Snow Escape side coffee tables, side bed tables as armrests for this couch. And yeah, and this thing is picking up noise that I wasn't even talking before. Here I go with university coffee table. It looks pretty cool. The living room ends up being such a vibe and cool place to hang out. I'm trying to figure out what type of chair to use here. End up using Snow Escape again. Probably the best pack to ever come out. Best expansion pack to come out, because it's just got a really sleek modern look to it as well as an old-fashioned look. It's like pretty cool. I end up using that single chair to put the rug on the 3 sofa. I use most of Snow Escape in this living room. I'm putting in Moschino. I end up putting in the Moschino bookshelf, and I also end up doing the same thing that I did with the main couch with the single chair, as you'll see soon. Yeah, I don't end up using those two things, those two side tables. I don't know why I thought of that. It just looks weird when you shrink lamps down. It's like they're floating in the air. Yeah, so as I said before, I end up using the side tables, the bedside tables as an armrest for the chair. I know there's a chair from Eco Lifestyle that looks like this, but I'm like, I want to keep the Snow Escape type of style chair, so I did that. And I put in those same lamps. I use season windows for the windows of the house. Here I'm trying to decide what type of window to use. As I said, I end up using the same one as I use for the living room. Here I'm looking for plants that can help make the room less empty and more vibey. I like autumn vibes and plant vibes and just a cozy fireplace vibe. I just love those vibes. Cute. I love cute stuff too. Here I'm using Snow Escape and base game clutter for the coffee table. And nifty knitting. Here I'm just putting clutter everywhere now. So yeah. Oh, and I use this cute, adorable little knitted plushie from Nifty Knitting, and putting some knives. I've forgotten where that plant is from. Does it say on there? You probably saw it. Eco lifestyle. There you go, Eco lifestyle. Trying to figure out what to do for the my mind keeps going blank. Ah yeah, the hallway. There you go. Eventually get there. I use seasons, Eco lifestyle, base game, and laundry for laundry stuff pack for the hallway. Oh, and I think nifty knitting plants. Yeah, nifty knitting hanging plants for the hallway, and seasons for the front door. I think it's cute. I love how the hallway came out. It's pretty cool. I put a pumpkin because, as I said, I love autumn and I love winter because you can be all cozy and rugged up and sit by the fireplace and eat hot chocolate. I'm trying to figure out what else to put there, but I don't. I end up finding doggy treats to put in the kitchen, just pretending them to be spices, although they obviously look like doggy treats, pet treats. I'm like trying to find a matching cupboard. Sims has this thing where they don't match the cupboards to their island and counters. These Sims get to that, so instead I just use shelving, and here I put some snowy escape clutter, like some plates, which is a pretty cool piece of clutter they put in. I wish they came in a more plain type of setting too. Here I'm changing the color of the windows, as you can see, because I thought the lighter the room, the more space it would seem to have. Here I'm like, what should I put in these spaces because they feel empty, like the room doesn't feel finished. So I end up using half walls and raising the platform to use it as like, I don't know, like a kind of feature stand type of thing. Don't know what happened there, I just went up one, I don't know why. I end up using the same wood texture for it from the floor. The same wood texture that I used for the flooring for that platform bit. Don't like it how it looks, but it came out alright. I use an autumn painting from Seasons and a console. I think it's called a console from Seasons also. Here I'm trying to figure out what rug would look good. It did not, so I decided to get rid of it. And I ended up, I also tried to fit a stereo on it. I ended up using sculptures and a plant. Pumpkins! Autumn! I don't care if it looks like Halloween. It just gives a nice vibe to the house, I think. I put statues and plants. I had a hard time finding a good plant to put there. It's most of the living space. I think I go on to... oh no, I don't know what that was. I changed the color of everything a little bit. I try and put a contrast of dark and light. Here I'm working on the roofing. Roofing in Sims is so difficult to work out, even to work on, because if you have like odd shapes here and there, it's like they don't have roofs. Why don't they have a hexagon half roof, half a hexagon roof, and yet they have half of a normal roof? Because like in real life, there are roofs that are half a hexagon and attached to the main roof. So I don't get it. Sims 4, get onto that. Makes half a octagon, hexagon, whatever they're called, roofs, please. If you ever watch this, please, we need them. I wonder if anyone thought of that before. Oh well, the more people say it, the more likely Sims 4 are gonna do it. Yay. So it takes me a while to figure out this piece of roofing because there's no half hexagon, octagon roofing. Trying to figure out what type of shape is that because my brain, I'm missing a few cells. This bit takes a little while. I wonder what I should do for my next video. Comment below what I should do for my next video, please. I think I finally figured out the roof now. Yay! Feels like it takes forever, but I'm getting there. Some posts, and I end up raising the house a little bit so to make it as if it's like a veranda kind of decking kind of thing happening there. It ends up being like a cabin or cottage kind of vibe. Yeah, raise it. I add some, I forgot what they're called. I also add some fencing railing. I end up going with, I don't know, that season. Yeah, in the living room, I go back to the living room and add some carpets. This is so cool. And then I go to do the same thing in the dining room. Add a carpet there. And then I start on the bedrooms, I believe. Add some decorations to that little console. What do you call that thing? Console? Oh, I use those candles that I barely use, that are in seasons. And I use the machino pack bookshelf thing to just add a little bit more clutter. And now I go on to the kids' bedroom. I use the bunk beds. Trying to think of the word, and I use the suitcases as a bedside table, add a desk in, make it all cute and stuff because it's for teen girls. You can change it if you want to like twin boys or a boy and girl. Up to you guys what you want to change that room to, but if you ever download this house. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what lights to use in this room because it's like a kid's room and it's very limited on what type of lights you'll use in a kid's room because you want your kids to be safe, of course. I use little baby Yoda here, really cute, adding a door so the kids can enter the bedroom. I use this mirror from City Living or Get Famous. One of the things. Oh, this is the new wardrobe that Sims 4 added in the base game that content creators made. They did so well. I love it. It's so modern. And I love how it comes in a variety of colors. I use nifty knitting hanging plants and base game plants and then the base game paint wall art seasons calendar for the kids to mark the days off. And I put in another little calendar because people use up the calendars every year, so I have to put in. Oh, and also I put in some fairy lights. It's going cool. Yay! Fairy lights. Where are you? You're not in the light section, cat. Fairy lights. I use fairy lights. Why aren't those fairy lights in the light category? Because they're fairy lights. They're lights, aren't they? It's odd. Yes, I am trying to work out how to place these lights because the room is that one square smaller. And it's like, no! Here I use, don't know what I use, what that little, yeah, okay, whatever. Here I go on to the bathroom for the kids. I originally used the tiling I originally used, but I ended up going with Jungle Adventure tiles. I found this toilet that I had no idea existed, and it's base game, so I'm like, what? Anyways, I used tiny living toilet, and island living benches. A lot of the packs have living in it. Never noticed that. So I use those big mirrors from Get to Work. Here, creating the laundry, putting the laundry stuff. I use island living counters again because they look the best everywhere. No matter where it is, kitchen, laundry, toilets. Adding some clutter to the room to make it feel more realistic and legit. Make it feel more like a, what do you call it? Just literally said it 10 seconds ago. Laundry. The more realistic laundry. I add in a window to that room. So yeah. Anyways, I think now I go into the parents' bedroom. I'm adding lights. Down spotlights. Now I extend the parents' bedroom because the bedroom's too small for a double bed. Why are most objects in The Sims 4 so huge? Can we calm it down a bit with the size of objects, please? Thank you. Here I'm adding the trimming out to the outside of the house. I paused for a long time because I was watching a horror video on YouTube for a long time. Long time. Guys, I'll be back in a year. Thank you for coming. Like and subscribe. Just kidding, I'm back. Here I add an ensuite to the parents' bedroom. I try to fit in the double bed, trying to figure out how I'm going to fit a dresser in this whole room. I end up using tiny living bedside tables, and I forgot what those sconces were from. Flooring, I use Island Living flooring. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, so I end up extending the parents' room by 1 square to fit in the dresser, and I put a bunch of clutter. Most of the girls' stuff takes over the whole room, as you'll see. Me trying to find just simple clutter for the room that should probably be in the main decorations. Oh yeah, I find this poster and I'm like, yeah, let's put this somewhere. I end up putting it in its room. Yeah, so the man of the house is like into his antiques and business, whereas the woman of the house is into her plants and makeup. So I end up swapping the vase to the other side. Me trying to figure out what I should put there. I end up putting some files. I was trying to stack books on top of the file. It wasn't working, the books were floating, so I ended up stacking the file on top of the file. It still looked like it was floating to me. I don't know. Add a window here, add a window there, add a window everywhere. I end up changing that blind for a different blind later on to a base game blind. Add some plants here, add some plants there. You got it doesn't matter now. To put in, it's never enough because it always brings a cozy vibe to the house and brings you a lot of oxygen too. To have as many plants as you can. And I'm figuring out what painting to put. I end up putting this like ocean painting. And I'm like, what? I want to put a feature wall, so I try and figure out what type of paint wallpaper to use. I end up using this block solid blue color. I also end up putting nifty knitting decor and some debug item book for the other side, and a base game clock, which is awesome. And it ended up being quite cool looking. I kind of liked it how the rest of the room, all of the house ended up. I also ended up putting these carpets in. Got the idea from the New Sims 4 trailer for that game pack that's coming out in June 1st, which is awesome. I'm really excited for. I really want to get it. Island living benches with counters again for the toilet. Put some toilet paper. I think I forgot to put toilet paper in the kids' bathroom. Don't come at me because of that. Yeah, I'll make sure to put it before I put this house on. Trying to think on the gallery, Sims 4 gallery. Me trying to think, and my head go like, what are you trying to get at? Why? Put in some bamboo blinds, extending the roof a little bit because I extended the house. Now I'm doing the outside of the house. I love that tiling that I just put on. Originally I thought I'd put brick, didn't look right. Then I wanted to go for like a wooden, I originally wanted to go for a wooden type of flooring on the outside. So I tried this white wood. Yeah, I'm like, it doesn't really go with the roof nor the trimming of the house. So I try and find like that in between kind of brown, which I do soon here. Or is that grey? I can't see. Oh no, yeah, that's brown. Change the windows to like a lighter brown match. Looks pretty cool. had a little door at the end of that hallway. Because like the lighting was a bit off in that hallway, so I need to add a wall there instead of leaving it as it was before. End up adding that barn door. Here I'm doing the landscaping. I love using this path type of terrain tool. What is it called? Terrain paint. I usually go for a more variety of different types of plants than all the same. So I try and do an in-between with this. I don't know if it came out alright, but I think it came out okay, which is pretty good. Add some bushes there, add some bushes here, some bushes everywhere. Have a pause. I'm running out of things to say. Add a tree, add some lavender. I don't know what those little plants are called, but I find them really cute. Plants are cute. Plants are adorable. So pretty and beautiful. Sorry, that's my mom. I use the 2 square bracket these to change the size of objects. I'm like, what should I put a fence all around? But I end up putting the fence like halfway, kind of, because I wanted the very back room to have a little view of the walkway that's behind the house. Put this little kid fence and the bushes to cover it a little bit. What's the point of putting that big fence if you're just gonna cover it up with the bushes? Tried to figure out what to do with this part of it. I'm like, should I put these? But they didn't look right, so I didn't. And then I'm gonna put in little daisies and then add some dirt where the plants are to make it a little bit more realistic. I don't know what I was trying to get at there, but yeah, I did leave that. Add some trees to finish the look a little bit. Bins, you need bins. Oh, I forgot to put bins in the kitchen. How can you forget that? Oh, forgot to put a bin in the kitchen. I put that in before I upload it to the gallery. Anyways, here I try and figure out what else to put in. Because I'm like, everything's so quiet still, but I'm like, add some knives, add some pots and pans to your kitchen. I love the copper look, a lot. I love rustic copper, retro, vintage, but very lights because I'm like, why not? And I changed the blinds out to base game blinds, which I kind of like the look of those blinds. I think the whole house in general came out pretty good. I did a good job. And this is the final product. Yeah, I did a good job on this build. Probably not my best, but it's pretty good for my first time videoing on my first video. Yay. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Comment below what you think, what I can improve on my builds and my video editing, and like and subscribe.